Hey Armari, sorry you weren't able to attend class today. We're going to be going over a couple of components in reading the notation and kind of getting into rhythm as well, okay? So I found this what I call a cheat sheet in one of my many notes and books, and it really helps us learn how to read and format in a lot of things. So what we'll be doing is kind of using the notation here to get familiar with reading and some of the things that you already did. So we were working, I do the C scale so that you can kind of get a warm up, okay? So when I'm doing that, I just lightly go over doing this with more than one octave. So the way that I do that in my left hand, and this is considered C2, which is also notified right here, okay, in the bass clef, okay? So actually that's C2, but this is C3. So this is actually where you're finding that first notation on the staff, okay? So I do like this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, making sure that my hands are all curved and that I'm not having any of these. So I do nice and slow. And then the major thing is that when I'm doing more than one octave, my fourth finger is going to go over to the D. And when I want to stop at middle C, I stop there. Then when I'm going down, what I do, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's all in the key of C. So our next key, since I'm going to give you a different key, is the key of G, which is going to have an F sharp in it. We're going within building on the circle of fifths. So the next scale, and these are all scales, I'm just doing left hand usually because right hand will be a little bit easier, so I want to make sure I emphasize left hand a little more. Again, keeping my hands nice and curved. And this time I'm going to aim for only the F sharp and omit the F. So sometimes what I do is I can take a marker or a pen or something that helps me kind of remember when I'm doing to not press the F, because the F has been assigned to F sharp. So it goes like this, same fingering. That's in the key of G, okay? And you'll also notice a key signature at the beginning of the piece, or when you're going to start, that instead of nothing right here, you'll have a sharp right next to the treble staff, okay? Okay, and then the next one we do will be a scale with 2 sharps, and that will be D. So think about building onto the sharps, right? When we had G, we had the F sharp. The D major scale, and this is why we go with this because we're building sharps, is going to include the F sharp, and we're going to add another sharp to it. It's going to be C sharp. So now we have 2 white keys to omit. Okay. So we were on G. We're going to go 4 down to D now. F sharp, C sharp. This is just a G scale. And I'm only doing in 1 octave because it is a newer scale, okay? So I'm adding in I have the F sharp from what I did with G, and then I'm adding in the C sharp. And we want to know why this is. Well, if we look back down at the C major scale, we have a combination of whole steps and half steps. I count the first one as a whole step, and then right here, if you notice, this is a half step. And from F to G is a whole step, to A, G to A is a whole step, A to B is a whole step, and then a half step, B to C. And all of the scales, major scales, have that same pattern. Whole step, half step, whole step, half step. for example, let's take the D. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. See how that works? That's why we have this. Because we follow that whole step and half step pattern. Even with the G, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step. All right, take care, and I will give you the next part of the lesson.